Good afternoon, ladies and D-Gens. It is Tuesday, the 1st of February, 2021. Welcome to Hindsight, episode 27, where we learn to be a better trader. We're going to take a look at the trades that I've taken in hindsight, what went well, what went wrong, and what could have been done better. Thankfully, today was another smooth sailing day. It was very straightforward. Afternoon session was a little bit funny, or post 10:30 was a little bit choppy for me, so or at least it looked choppy on the market, so I didn't really engage in it. So I'm going to take a look at lithium ETF first, stock ticker LIT, or ETF ticker LIT. That's the US ETF for lithium, and we have a 5% move to the upside, 4.5%, along with Tesla that moved up around 11%. Now, combining these two together, I use it as a bit of an indication to where Novonix could potentially go, because when you combine these two and they have a strong day, whether it's up or down, Novonix tends to follow. And the good thing about Novonix is back in the daily chart here, there's a nice technical level where it's already swinging to the upside from this horizontal, which is nice. So it's already got a nice technical setup, and it's more or less just a follow through with the backup of the S&P 500 going green by 1.6% roughly. So strong, relatively strong US session, strong lithium ETF, and strong Tesla. So for me, this was a no-brainer, smooth brain long play. Just mark it in, match and then mark it in and add on to the position. $8 is a psychological level, of course, and it was nice seeing people in the final 15 seconds or so before the match to just pile in on the bids, really showing strength. Nobody adding onto the sell side, which was really quite lovely to see. So it was just a push to $8, and there was quite a bit of thickness between $8 and $7.95. So there was, started scaling out $7.95, $7.96, $7.97, and then wasn't too convinced about this breakout to the upside, particularly when we see what happened to the ASX 200 or the XJO here. Bring up the intraday, and it was really kind of unusual, I guess. The morning session here, you can see it opened up okay, down for some reason, and then it just shot down at 10:20 in the morning. It was a bit choppy, so I was a little bit uncertain about size again with a long position. I was expecting much more strength from the XJO. I thought that might influence these two stocks that I traded, which is Novonix and Axe. So I took the opening drive, was happy with that, was a little bit skeptical about this breakout, and rightfully so. Ended up taking a couple of ticks at best, so may as well call that scratch. Tried getting back in at 801, thinking maybe it's going to bounce and then swing to the upside, because hey, why not, because the risk to reward is there. It failed. Scaled some out just underneath support level, and then once VWAP failed, it was like, right, let's just get out of there. There's nothing left. Didn't short it, just left it alone, and was also paying attention to Axe. Now, Axe's announcement was, I don't know what the fuck it was. You tell me. Quantum something. Not sure. I don't even remember the announcement. It was just something to do with physics, I guess. Long story short, sounded good. I don't know. Read the headline. Dot points, cool. Axe has a habit on the daily chart of just being a bit of a stonker and just pulling back quite often. So a lot of big swings typically. So we're going to take a look at the 1 minute chart again. And the opening drive, this one I almost was tempted to exit. There's something that I'm starting to do more and more often, and that's really just hold on for a whole minute. Right? If I think something's gapping up and it looks strong, or in this case, Axe looked pretty particularly strong, there's a habit or an urge rather to close the position out when it's not instantly just moving straight up. I think this one lagged for about 30 seconds. There was a bit of a spread, about a 4-tick spread. So it dropped to 128, and then 130 kept trying to reload, and then there was strength in selling, and then eventually it found its legs and momentum and then pushed to the upside. But it felt forever, right? I was sitting there with the sell ticket going, fuck, here we go, let's give back some Novonix gains. But ended up all right, and that's just a bit of a mental battle that I have a lot of the times with these kinds of stocks when they don't instantly move in one direction. It's just, I gotta really talk myself out of closing the position in the first candle, unless it's like really obviously bad, right? I mean, this one wasn't obvious in either direction. In fact, I thought it was looking weaker and weaker, but it wasn't like it's offers leaping over each other to bail out or anything like that. It was like, right, 130 stack, and then sell into it, and 130 stack, sell into it, 130 stack, sell into it, a little bit of 128, a little bit of 128, not too much selling, and then restack at 130, and eventually lifting the offer and driving to the upside. So really, this one was just a bit of a momentum play, and for the same reasons. The XJO peaked, and then once it started coming off, I didn't see any reason to get back into Axe. It was coming off. I was a bit skeptical about VWAP. Again, I wanted to play it safe. I did take VWAP. And then I broke even on it. I remember watching the book, and I recall specifically that the bids were stacked at 134, 134 and a half, and 134, I believe it was. And nothing was happening. I think there was a couple of strong reloads, like some sellers showed up and some strong reloads were trying to hold this level here and reverse it around 134, and really, really thick orders, like bids compared to asks or bid compared to offer. The bids were really thick, but no one was lifting the offer. It was just stagnant. So I was like, yeah, you can keep reloading the bids, you can look strong, but if no one's actually market buying, lifting the offer, then what good is it? And of course, just watched it. And for this one, it'd be nice to be a little bit late to the swing to the upside, based on the price action that was happening. And just let it go, basically break even. I might have taken a tick or two loss on that one, but ultimately it was a nice green day on both Axe and Novonix. So that's pretty much the summary of the day. If you found any of this content useful, please do consider hitting that like or sub button. Otherwise, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one.